This guy died like 12 times this game. He wasn't really a good player. And then here Viego goes in. I don't feel forced to follow. I try to go like walk up here, try to follow in case I can steal the kill, but then when I see Viego is dead already, then I back off immediately. I'm not really feeling forced to actually die with him. I back off. I really stay very far away from the Senna. Look at my positioning right here, very far away from the Senna. Max range with the minions. I have no problem positioning here. Hey guys, Pizais here, and in today's video we're gonna actually learn a lot about positioning. We're gonna learn about positioning in the laning phase, so this video is gonna be very comprehensive about where you should be positioning, what to do if your support is too behind or too ahead, should you play aggressive, should you play defensive, where should you really position, how should you know. We're gonna take a look at a lot of examples today, and I'm gonna give you some rules that I use in my games. So let's take a look. For example, in this one, so I'm playing Jhin and we have the Thresh. What should we position it based on? Well, number one, you position it based on the enemy threats, which can be the hook, which can be things that can kill you, like Twitch Q now, or chunk you significantly, like Twitch can actually do right here. Second of all, you position yourself based on your support positioning. Your super positioning will change the good positioning that you should have, and of course the minion. So here, I woke up in the laning phase, but I know that Twitch is gonna be here, because this Twitch was smurfing. I go in the laning phase, and this is a mistake that I do. So this, I wanted to get these minions, but the best thing that I should have done is that I should go like this, and I should actually try to move Fog of War, and actually go from the brush, stay here, Q the minions, back off immediately, because I know that the Twitch is right there. You see? Very, very obvious. So in game, I knew I actually had some clicks back here, but I kind of wanted to fight here. And then Thresh, unfortunately here, he was a bit AFK, he stopped a little bit. And that's basically it. Now Thresh is moving forward, I'm walking up, I'm actually more confident when it comes to we're just getting priority, we're just trying to do something. I'm moving in here. The Twitch positioning is quite fine in terms of the fact that he's not too parallel to the Lulu. I like this positioning where he's a bit behind, just in case if I choose to go on the Lulu, I can go on the Lulu. I would prefer him to be on the left hand side here, not really close to me, because I can just auto attack him, so it's very close. So overall he was positioning very well here. We did not respect the level 2 advantage and we actually end up dying. So I had to go, I should have just healed very, very early for the movement speed. So overall Twitch played good. Unfortunately the Thresh was here, so I positioned myself based on the Thresh and based on the minions in this specific case. So let's go on the next example. Second example is right here. We play MF with Sylas on the bottom lane, and they do have a Senna and Seraphim. They have a lot of range, they have a lot of pokes. All what we have to do, we have to try to push the laning phase as much as possible and be careful with the poke that they have and try to dodge it. So what I do, I go fast as humanly possible on the laning phase. I know the Seraphim is going to try to Q, so I try to dodge. My positioning is very based on Sylas, like I try to play super close to him, and of course a little bit away of the Seraphim Q that she has here. I try to dodge it. I do dodge it, and then as we can see right here, we should try to get the push. I should be here and we should try to get the push. I get a bit zoned. The perfect positioning of MF is basically around this place or this place or this place. The perfect positioning of Sylas is in this brush, going slowly but surely into the next brush. So if he steps into this brush, most likely the Seraphim is gonna back off because he knows that Sylas can just jump level 1, so he has to be there. Problem is that he's not. This guy was auto-filled and he didn't ever know what he's doing. He was very behind. So even though the perfect positioning of MF is there, I can't position it there. So the fact that my support is really behind like this, where you can see him, it actually forces my positioning to be, instead of being here, I have to just be a little bit more behind. So here, 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 just really close to the Sylas and away of the Seraphim range. Remember that you have to decide based on one, the enemy threats, which is the Q of the Seraphim, the Q of the Senna, and the auto of the Senna in this lane. And second of all, you have to do it based on your support. You have to position it yourself based on your super positioning. So in this case, Sylas is really far away. I have to immediately back off here, or even like back off here, try to dodge the Seraphim Q, and then just go in the lane. So the fact that Sylas is really standing back, I'm unfortunately getting poked. Here I try to ping, he actually went in, he's tanking all of the minions. I can't really do much here with MF, also wasted my Q on the minions here. This was not good. So we have to always keep in mind the support positioning, and he actually did a lot, like he did really bad. Like for example here, he had to stay close to me and he had to actually maintain pressure. He shouldn't really be looking to go in, he should just let me to get the minions. He should try to walk up with me to get the minions. we try to Q. He doesn't really walk up. He's clicking back a lot. He doesn't need to click up. He just needs to stay here for me to be able to get the minions, because now if he just backs off and Seraphim sees that, of course they will just jump on me. So this guy was positioning very bad, and you don't need to feel forced to follow, as in, for example, here the perfect positioning is very simple. Like, we should never be engaging here. They have a little bit more minions and we're not winning this. I'm trying to follow, as in I'm kind of staying close. I'm not really committing too much. So right here I am actually looking at the Senna. I try to hit her, and then now when I see he's dead, I just back off. So you always need to follow the support in a way where you're not gonna die if he's inting. So now I'm not giving him up completely. I'm following, but at any given time, if he gets one shot, I always have time to back off. So this is what you should also do.
Are you an AD carry main struggling to make an impact in your games? Is your damage output disappointingly low, leaving you feeling frustrated and powerless in the role you love? Introducing our specialized coaching program designed to supercharge your AD carry performance. Imagine a world where your damage, decision making and farming skills are 10 times better and the outcome of your games is no longer left to chance. Meet Chase. Just like you, he was once stuck in the same position, facing low damage and inconsistency in his games. Let's see what happened after his coaching experience, from Diamond 4 to Master Tier. Wow! And here is Jordan and Brett, both transformed into formidable AD carry after the coaching session. These success stories aren't just isolated cases, they are a part of a community of over 3,243 players who benefited from the coaching program. If it worked for them, why not for you? Picture yourself as an unstoppable AD carry. It's not a dream, it's your potential with the coaching session. Don't wait any longer, visit Visite.com, book your coaching and become the AD carry the enemy team hates to play against.
As well. So right here, auto attack, back off. I see he's dying, and then I just let him die. And then after I let him die, I play super safe. Of course, here, how do I position myself? I have to position myself based on the minions that are a lot more minions. So wave is coming into me, so I should be playing back based on the Senna range and based on the Senna Q, based also on the Seraphim Q. So perfect positioning is around this angle. I have to stay here, here, with a tendency to back off because the waves, the waves are like the minions are a lot here, as you can see. And there is that. So right now, the reason why I actually tank the minions is because I see Viego is coming. I try to dodge, like fake dodge, and try to like kill them. Here I try to actually steal the kills. So this is what you should do in the cases where your support really doesn't really know what he's doing. Now I actually follow the Viego. I try to go close to him, but now since the fight is dead, I just back off. This is what you do. Don't feel forced to actually follow your support if he does something like insane. But of course, hovering him in majority of the cases, if you know the fight is doable or relatively doable, or at least you can get some poke on them before your support dies. If you think it's a bad call, then you should do it. The next positioning thing is a little bit more around the minions and a little bit more concerned about where you position it based on the minions. So now wave is coming into us really hard. I try to trade a little bit because I know he's actually alone. I see Senna, but Senna is really far away from the guy. I see Silas here. I try to trade a little bit, and as you guys can see, I just go for a short trade, and when I'm tanking the minions, I immediately back off. So every time when you play the carry and there's a big minion wave, you should be worried about going in and trying to commit too hard. So here is very simple. I see the minion is right here, her first minion, more aggressive minion. So I try to draw an imaginary line right here that if I'm actually going past that, if I stay here and I auto attack, I'm safe because I always can actually pull it into the tower if I want. But if I go over this line right here, I have a limited time that I can actually go on her, and I have a limited time that I can actually maintain the trade on her because the minions are gonna hit me. So here I'm already like looking at the minions. So when I'm trading here, you guys can see I'm walking up, I'm trading. The minions get a bit aggro on me, just a bit aggro. I try to trade, and then when this minion actually was right here, and when I'm right here on the line, I just back off. I don't try to go past the most aggressive minion that they have, line minion. Like here, this is the most aggressive minion. I draw this in my mind. I don't want to go over this. So I just go for a short trade. I back off. I respected the Senna. I respected the Seraphim. We just went for a short trade, and that should do it. Next situation, wave management as well. Wave is right here frozen. I'm recalling, but then I'm just thinking, okay, I should stay because I need to crush the wave. And right here, The perfect positioning, since I can't really crush it by myself with this mana, what I can do is that I can stay Fog of War. So I can literally go like this and stay right here in Fog of War to catch the experience of the minions and to be able to, maybe Seraphim is gonna be bad and she's not gonna freeze, or maybe she will want to actually push this wave and she will try to screw the wave up, she'll push it, and then I will actually stay here. So this is what I try to do here. I try to stay a bit in Fog of War. I should actually go a little bit like this and I should stay here. So this was my mistake. And you can actually see what I'm doing right here is pretty safe. Like I try to walk up for this minion. I try to get an angle, but I'm always looking at the Seraphim Q and the Senna really Q and Senna poke. He'd actually go on me, but I see the minion. I play around my minions. I know I have my minions, so I'm not concerned about getting one auto attack by them. I'm always trying to be confident if I have my minions, but now I'm 1v2, so I can't be too confident. I play around them, but I don't really, not really too confident in this specific situation. Now I play it really safe. As you guys can see, I'm moving back and forth, and then when Senna is right here in between my minions, I know that I can actually trade. Silas is here, I ping on my way. I try to go for a very short trade because I know that no matter what trade I have, I can trade pretty well because they're tanking all of the minions. So you guys can see my positioning. It was pretty good based on the Senna, it was pretty good based on the Silas, and then here I try to push, I try to play it slow. Silas already died twice, this guy died like 12 times this game. He wasn't really a good player. And then here Viego goes in. I don't feel forced to follow. I try to go like walk up here, try to follow in case I can steal the kill, but then when I see Viego is dead already, I just back off. Let's actually see how this looks on normal speed. So he walks up, search W, then I back off immediately. I'm not really feeling forced to actually die with him. I back off. I really stay very far away from the Senna. Look at my positioning right here, very far away from the Senna. Max range with the minions. I have no problem with positioning here. Actually ping that Silas should stay to actually help me to push the wave, and that's what we should have done it. Of course, as you guys can see, he went in and he died, and look at my movement. So look at my movement. So here, even if he went in, I'm not actually clicking back like much in front of me, as in much to follow. I'm only having a click just in case he does an insane amount of damage with Ignite and I can last it, but I'm not actually following that necessarily because I know that all what I have to do is push the wave and recall because someone is actually waiting me behind me. I knew the jungle is coming, but this was the good positioning that I'm really talking about. If the Senna was just here and the Momo was actually going like this way, I would have been safe. The next video is 1.5 KLP Challenger last year, actually 1.5 years ago, Tristana against Kai'Sa Senna. So let's see the perfect positioning of these people right here. So you have Tristana that is extremely low range compared to Senna and Kai'Sa, and let's see what Alistar can do at level 1. He has no range. So we can see that what Kai'Sa does, the perfect positioning is actually here, and the Senna perfect positioning is actually here. So they have to walk up extremely far ahead. The wave is here. Just because Alistar threat range is very small. And what the Tristana can do is not really much. Senna is actually playing really well with walking up, with trying to go in, with trying to do something. So we can see what they do and how much they get bullied. Alistar can only maybe flash in. This guy is an LCS player on Alistar, LAC actually player. So he's not a bad player. And also the guy on Tristana was rank 1, Tristana Challenger 1.5 KLP, but they can't really do much. They had to respect and respect and respect and respect and respect again. He has 0 farm, he can't even farm, but he respected because if he would have tried to trade, if he would have tried to walk up, he would have even get out traded and he would also lose the minions. So double bad. And then now we can see that they are trying to redo something. Didn't really work out, but now when Alistar is gonna go in, they will be able to do something positive. So we saw like how important it is for you to abuse level 1. Of course you can say, yeah bro, what did I do in SoloQ if my support doesn't follow? If your support doesn't follow, best case scenario you can just try to ping once, but if you see he doesn't really do much, then just let him be and try to adapt with him. The trick here is that no matter what positioning your support is gonna have, you need to be able to adapt on his positioning. Very important. Let's see right now an example of Ruler, how he adapts based on the minions, how he adapts based on the threats, and how he plays Caitlyn. So he's actually approaching the laning phase and they're actually pushing the lane. So he's playing pretty safe, he's trying to just get prior, queuing the wave and Xayah at the same time. Now he's using the crit on the minions because he knows how important the crit, the push is, and he just went for that auto attack on the Zaya right here, just because he basically knew that he has more range. And in this case, Janna can't really do much, can't nado, can't tornado, can't W, she has comet. So he respected Janna and he saw the minions, but he saw an opening here. So now Ruler is gonna go back to the push. He's respecting very well, like he's trying to walk up to go on the Zaya, he auto attacks, but then when now he sees that the enemies have more minions and Thresh is level 1 as they're level 2. Look at the Ruler positioning. Is insane positioning. Behind of the support, exactly as I said, not too forward, not too backward, a little bit behind, and it's easy peasy. You can see Ruler is always like behind of the guy. Now he's trying to go on the left hand side to just pressure the Zaya with the range, and at the same time just staying as close to the Thresh as possible. Now he's trying to stay on this positioning, so now when he hits the hook, he's always ready to actually trap. Other players would actually stay here or here or here, which is very bad. Just stay really close to your support, or a little bit close to your support, not really close to the support, just because if he hits a hook or does something, you want to be able to use the trap. Guys, this is it for the first part of this video. Thanks so much for watching. Next part is going to come very soon on Patreon. This video is going to be posted a lot earlier than on YouTube, so if you want premium content for AD carry, if you want to improve on AD carry, on Patreon I get tier lists, VOD reviews, premium videos about AD carry and other amazing things. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.